Hello everyone and welcome to Bard Shots. I'm Luke, your humble bard and game master for this adventure. Tonight we're diving into some gothic sci-fi where a group of investigators will be looking into strange horrors that threaten the Republic and its people. We are playing Ex Tenebris by Black Armada Games, a TTRPG focused on dark mysteries and investigations in the depths of space. I'm very lucky tonight to be joined by some fantastic guests, many of whom are appearing for the first time on the show. So joining me at the table are Anthony.
Hey, how we doing?
Eddie.
Hey, how you doing?
Todd.
That's me.
And Michael.
Hello.
Who's returning as a player this time, not a GM. As always, we'll explain the rules as we go. Some parts of this will feel extremely familiar if you've played or watched other TTRPGs, but this is the first time that we are all playing and or running the system, so do bear with us as we go. In this game, our players will have a number of different stats that represent their abilities as normal. When they attempt something risky or uncertain, they will roll 2d10 and add the relevant stat, and then we will see how well they succeed or fail. Over the course of the session, they will be gathering clues, investigating strange events, and trying to piece together what's happening. Eventually, they'll form a theory about this mystery and will attempt some breakthrough rolls to see if they can uncover the truth. On that note, if my players are ready.
Ready.
Oh,
Yeah.
Let's jump in then.
Let's start ghost busting.
Yeah, basically. No, that was the last one. So, in the far future, civilizations have risen and fallen many times. The Republic of Stars is the best hope for peace and enlightenment in a broken galaxy. A flickering candle amongst the ruins of better times, but it is fragile. In the shadows are the plotters, the profiteers, and the zealots. Behind them lurk worse things. Demons, hostile civilizations, and malevolent artifacts left by ancient powers. Whether through selfishness or deliberate evil, they would tear the Republic apart and enslave its people. Standing in their way, however, is Moira, a small and overlooked government agency charged with investigating and bringing down the horrors that threaten the Republic's people. You are the Guardians, Moira's first front line of defense and of investigators and fighters. Traveling through the stars through an ancient and quite possibly sentient labyrinth, you hunt down threats to life and peace of the people of the Republic. You are the shield that protects all from the terrors that stalk the void. On the distant planet of Morovan, a frontier world on the edge of Karn space, something lurks in the dark. The House Diamantus mining operation here has grown rapidly, expanding deeper and deeper into the rock in its quest for mineral wealth. A series of accidents, however, is being secretly covered up by House officials, but the true source of the problem may be far more dangerous and horrific than maybe even they have realised. You all have had word via an informant on Morovan that the recent mining accidents may be more than it seems. As your shuttle flies in, the glowing lava pits spread out like a spider web around the town of Abyssus, crouched on the edge of a mighty precipice. The modular buildings of the House Diamantus mining operation are visible nearby. There's no sign of anything untoward, but appearances can be deceiving. So as your shuttle is coming into land, why don't we find out who's aboard? Why don't we start with Valda? Would you like to describe your character and tell us what he'd be doing at this moment as the shuttle's coming into land?
Absolutely. So Valdar it's appropriate we start with him because he'd be right at the front of the shuttle, looking out. Valdar is quite a tall, slender chap. He's quite handsome, but the kind of handsome that comes with wealth rather than genetics. He's dressed sort of cowboy-esque, with like an open waistcoat and sort of fairly baggy trousers and a pistol on his hip. He's got stubble, but it's stylized stubble. It's not from a lack of shaving, and sort of longish hair. And he would be probably trying to hide his apprehension at heading to Morovan, but he will always try to keep the semi-smug, semi-endearing smile on his face as he sits watching out the front.
Yeah, you sit watching as this sort of rust-coloured planet is coming more and more into view, maybe that apprehension growing more, as you see a familiar sight to you at least, growing closer and closer maybe. Why don't we head over to another part of the ship to see what Chaldea is doing? If you'd like to describe yourself and let us know what you're up to at the moment.
Yeah, of course. Chaldea is a strange-looking individual because his appearance seems normal, kind of medium build. He has a bald head with kind of just hair around the sides and back, but the appearance seems malnutrition, seems very pale and gaunt, and kind of death warmed up, if you will. That's because he has died and been brought back. So with that poignant thing within him, he often does the hands behind the back, strutting around, kind of thoughts meandering through his brain, kind of dipping in and out of reality, if you will, with a stern look on his face, and definitely a pondering that seems to go very deep, but whoever's looking may think it's just surface level. Very kind of formal clothes, if not a little shabby. Looks like that they have a position of authority, but probably has been axed after the bringing back, and may make them a little bit kind of not as authoritarian as they used to be.
That's absolutely fair. I imagine for you, as we're sort of approaching this planet, which you would know is on the edge of Karn space, there maybe is even a little bit of apprehension for you too in this situation.
Definitely.
As we move over to Darius, if you'd like to introduce your character and describe what they're up to at the moment.
Darius is sitting down, probably in the cockpit. His feet are up on the equivalent of a dash, I imagine, in a spaceship.
Yeah. I'll allow it.
He has a tablet, if they've moved on to tablets at this point in time, going through the case history that they've been sent for this one.
Sure. Yeah, you have a look through. Sorry, go on.
Go on.
I was going to say, you have a look through, and there's not much information. It's a lot of speculation, but you know, there's an informant called Rengath Lang, who's the person that contacted you. Hasn't really sent pictures or anything, but just a little bit of information about seeing some strange growths on some bodies recovered from a recent cave-in.
He hums to himself as he reads this in the report. Cynical eyes, square-jawed, burly. I imagine he has a beard. This one is not maintained with wealth. This one is just there. He looks both... Despite looking in his 40s, he looks like he's too old for this shit, if he's being perfectly honest. And it feels like he's been dragged here again and again. His flak armor is scuffed from use. His club and slugger also scuffed with use, I suppose. He's calm, he's collected. Mildly bored.
Absolutely valid. I think, yeah, you've seen enough of these operations. You're probably the person that's been doing this the longest amount of time. It's just another day, just another mystery, a little bit more money to be made.
Moira.
Yeah, good old Moira. And then last but by no means least, we move over to Cassiopeia. If you'd like to tell us a little bit about your character and what they're doing at the moment.
Yeah, Cassiopeia, probably the hulking over the rest of the group in more of an uncomfortable look more than anything. The body is like an off-white marble-esque kind of material with intricate decorative pieces that's been scattered across the crowded but beautiful design. It looks like at some point it was probably at least covered in some sort of gold leaf that's long since been ripped away, whether by a choice or just through general ravages, battle of time, and combat. Faint remnants of artwork can be seen across depictions of figures and animals, but that's also been kind of mostly rubbed off, though you can see some faint bits of color. His body is covered in kind of scarring into the body and bullet holes. He's currently filling some of the bullet holes with a kind of faux gold, trying to recuperate some of the kind of intricate design, in almost like a kintsugi kind of way, kind of repairing himself. But it's clearly an off gold color. It's not quite perfect, and he's just staring forward while working on his form.
I love that, yeah. As you fill these holes with some, slightly off gold, probably bordering more on brass than anything in some respects in colouring, with what materials you're able to sort of have scavenged over sort of your recent journeys out and about. Who knows, you're going into a mining operation, maybe there's gold, but you're able to patch yourself up a little bit, just staring full force out as this planet is coming closer and closer to you. You will spend some time, just that sort of last little bit of the journey, as you board down at the edge of the town. Those of you that come out straight away, and those of you that are at least humanoid in nature, probably not our lovely Cassiopeia, as you disembark your shuttle, I think the thing that hits you immediately is tension in your head, more in your sinuses than anything. It's not overpowering, but it's just this immediate feeling of some kind of pain, a distant headache, sort of wanting to come out. You've all had to disembark on various planets now for Moira. You know it can take some time to acclimatise to a different ozone that you're currently in. But you've never had an immediate headache before. But it's the first thing that kind of pings to you, as you're then a little bit, I would say overwhelmed, but probably underwhelmed with the town. It is a mess, really. There is no infrastructure here. It is buildings slapped together hurriedly. There is not much money that has been poured into this area. You can see just off the other side of town, in a little bit of distance, the modular buildings of the mining operations. And next to that, as part of that estate, is probably the only nice-looking, wealthy building. Well, only but one. There are two buildings that look particularly nice. One by this mining operation, which those of you with any knowledge of this area may know it as the house that the Diamantus family live. The other one is more central in town. It looks like more money has been put into this than anything else, though not many people are coming and going from it, at least as you land. You can see a couple of people that are very well dressed, clean cut, walking out with smiles, which are a complete juxtaposition to the rest of this town, which is just frontier, people kind of getting by as best they can, living in what feels like almost abject squalor, really. But these few people walking around. But those are the immediate bits that you kind of get a sense of as you land down, disembark, and you are all together. What do you want to do?
Well, another shithole we've been brought to. This really isn't our day, is it? Right.
Well, we go where Moira wants.
Oh, yes, what Moira wants, of course.
We find the informant, this Refkin, find these bodies, and then we shove off. We don't need to be spending more time than we have to.
Quick in, quick out. You're both very quiet.
Yes, I was rather hoping to spend some time here.
I will follow the orders. You all look
That's what I
like you're
like
in
to hear.
distress. Discomfort.
I am always in distress and discomfort, Cassiopeia. It's just what I am now. Shall we?
Let's. And I will lean over to Cassiopeia and say, "That was a joke, and I don't think they got it."
I didn't get it either.
I know. And I will start walking down into the town.
Absolutely fair. Yeah, you start walking into the town. You get a few curious looks. As not many people do deem to visit this area, or not, or they don't at least land at this part of the world when they do. Maybe land on the other side. But yeah, there are a few people milling around. Where are you guys heading? What are you wanting to do first?
In any of the stuff we were sent for this mission investigation, did it mention where we could find the informant?
Did it? Why don't we put this down to a roll?
First roll.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
I will let you decide. So you're looking for information. So if you want to pick the skill that you think most fits that.
Ooh. Dunno. Examine? Oh,
Makes sense to me, yeah.
fathom. Yeah, examine, I guess.
Sure, whichever one you want to use.
I'm examining the documents
Yeah.
I got from Moira. I'm a very prepared person. I did not sleep through the briefing.
Can my character add a +1 to that?
Of course you can. Yeah, absolutely. You
No,
can give some help.
Get in there and kind of try and offer help, but just considered to be a miserable sod.
14. So +1. 15?
15 is a full success, just.
Oh, look at that.
First.
So when our characters roll, they're looking for a, if they get more than 20, it's
17.
a crit. Oh, 17,
Because it's
damn. Yeah, there you go then. Okay, still a full success, but even better.
Sorry, still modifiers, sorry.
No, it's all good,
Full
don't
of
worry.
success.
Yeah, full of success. If they get 20 plus, it's a crit. 15 to 19 is a full success. 10 to 14, a mixed success. And a 9 or less is a mishap. So, on a full success, you know that they are, the Rengath is a worker in the mines. That's how they found the bits and pieces. He didn't know exactly when you'd be coming, but will be generally found milling around the mining operations. So you'd have to make your way over there first and foremost. I will give you as well that you do know it's fairly tightly controlled over there. It doesn't mean you can't go and start asking questions, of course, but you would know that you're likely going to attract some attention going over, but you might want to attract attention, who knows.
When I was reading through the document, it says the Rangath can be found at the mine, most likely. Shall we head there now?
I will follow your lead.
Well, I'd like to hear.
Perhaps we should split up, cover more ground, split the party, split the party, split the party.
You
Excellency
seem
have more ground?
very eager to leave us in the dust.
I mean, yes, of course, but not yet.
Oh. Bowder, if you come with me to the mine.
Yes,
Good lad.
I'll lean over to Cass and say, "That was a joke, but I don't think they got it."
I did not hear a joke, I'm afraid.
I know. And I will start walking toward the
Love it.
mining buildings.
Love it. Love it. It's very good. Love it.
I can already see the clips forming in my mind, which is a compilation of.
That's funny,
Powder
because
making
Darius
jokes.
figured you were being funny and didn't want you to go off by yourself.
Oh, it worked.
Yes, it did.
So yeah, we find our way, or at least look for signifiers to where the mine will be.
Yeah, you find it fairly easily. It's probably the biggest attraction in this place, the only attraction in this place, really. As you make your way through the town, again, the odd glances here and there, but you maneuver your way through Abyssus, sort of skirting the edge of one of the lava pits. The intense heat sort of coming up against you as you're sort of walking this quite tentative path. But you make your way over to the modular buildings of the mining operation. There are a few people milling around. I'd say you've probably been given the description of Rengath, considering he probably told you at least a little bit what he looks like. And so fairly easily you manage to track him down as he is working quite diligently at the moment. Looks like he's got a couple of superiors sort of looking over him.
Cassiopeia, would you like to go and retrieve the individual we are looking for, please?
Would you prefer that by force or by suggestion?
Suggestion to start.
Well, force.
Okay. Cassiopeia goes over to the person, and very lightly, like with the most control we usually have, like to tap him on the shoulder.
This guy who is absolutely working the opposite way is just going, whoa! Hello?
You are required. Please follow.
Okay, yeah, sure. As he follow you, not quite sure who you are, what you are, and
but you ain't saying no.
Thinks you're just like a mining operative now, so he's just like, yeah, okay. Kind of looking back around, but yeah, we'll follow you over. What did I do?
That worked. Sorry.
It's all right.
I'm not planning on harming you in this interaction. Please follow.
Okay, sure. Fuck.
What more can we ask from our
The
AI?
unwritten threat of violence is just there. It's just there.
I just want to take it off the table of harming him later, like, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. I could.
Yeah, for the rest of you, you see Cassiopeia coming towards you with a very scared-looking man, like just. Am I in trouble?
No, but you are Rengath, are you not?
Yeah. Who's asking?
Moira. I flip my badge.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. It's not really a great place to speak here. I don't know if they'll let me take a break. The best place to speak where no one's going to listen to us. There's kind of a pub, I guess. It's called the Slap House. It's just back in town. I can meet you there later. But people are watching, as you can see. A couple of eyes of some quite well-adorned mining operatives looking intently over at you all speaking in the middle of the space.
Oh no. I guess we'll have to go to a pub for the time being.
I mean, yeah.
Awful fate. How long until you'll be off?
Like an hour, I think.
Pub in an hour? Pub in an hour?
Pub in an hour.
Pub in an hour?
Very well.
Yes. Fine. Off you go.
Yeah, okay. It runs off.
Well,
I think that
Suppose
went well.
Would rather.
yes?
Yeah. Cassiopeia, you were saying?
I think that went well.
Yes, very, very good retrieval. I liked it. Yes. Minimal blood this time.
I am trying to minimize blood.
Yes.
especially in public places.
It's always awkward when you bring them over broken. It's hinders.
They do
them
give
more.
answers more easier though.
They do.
They
It
do.
is rather more efficient.
Answers and
We shouldn't-
consequences.
Yes, we shouldn't lean into it.
Unless necessary.
I
Yes.
will take that on board.
Thank you.
Marvelous.
Now, I'm
That-
all for spending an hour having a drink, but I feel like there is a better way for us to spend that time, since everyone's so keen to get off this horrible planet. I,
Suggestions?
for one, want to talk to the smiling lunatics.
Do you
That
really
seems
think that's the best use of
fun.
our time?
I'm not sure, but it might be fun. If not,
There's usually a grain of truth in the crazies, yes. Okay.
you'd know, and I'll
Sorry?
elbow Cassiopeia in what would be ribs if it were an organic being.
Ding your
Just
elbow.
touch.
Oh,
Yeah, right on the funny bone. Right on the funny bone.
It's like a
Yeah.
piece of metal that's been ingrained in like a almost like French Rococo design. You just like,
Made for it. Yeah, enjoyed that, did we? Mm. Right, let us find some crazies on the way to the pub.
All right, let's head out. I will once again
So-
delete the word.
Yeah. We're scanning for crazies.
Scanning for
crazies.
crazies.
Looking forward though, rather than around at the crazies in our immediate vicinity.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you start moving back into town. I will put it down to a roll because it's fun. To be fair, though, they're not going to be that hard to find, really. So I'll let you have an edge in this, so another +1 to it. I will say it's probably going to be an examine roll, but whoever is actively looking for the crazies, you can make a roll for me.
Me?
Go for it.
Leading the charge.
Ooh, that is a 2 and a 4 for a big 6 plus 1 7.
Is that with your modifier as well?
Plus 1 8.
Okay, so miss out.
Yeah.
You're walking into town, looking actively for all the crazies. You're looking quite closely at the building, the very nice, well-adorned, some gold filigree on parts of it. There's clearly a lot of money spent on this building. And as you're sort of getting a little bit closer towards it, no one is seemingly coming out of it until sort of right behind you. You just hear a, "Hi, are you interested in the Karn theocracy today?"
No.
I go stonewall, like just stare at them.
We can invite you
oh.
in.
Are these the crazies? So this is some of the crazies.
Yeah, these
Okay.
are extremely well dressed, like
I
big
thought so.
smiles, have little name badges.
What is in there?
Oh, well, we can sit down and have a talk about all about the Karn theocracy. We can tell you about the One, our great deity. We have refreshments. We've got many books as well that we can sort of lend you to read more and more about it.
Okay.
I look at the time.
Yeah, that was 4 answers and none of them were for the question I asked. Another lead, another lead, another lead, he says to his 3 companions.
Yes. Thank you. Be gone.
Sure.
Before
Okay.
you go,
Yeah.
have you heard anything about the mining accidents?
Yes, I've heard a lot about the mining accidents.
Expand, please.
Well, there's been lots of accidents in the mine. I don't know quite what's going on, but I do know that there's some strange ancient things in the mine too that we are looking to get more information on as well. If you have any information, we'd be more than willing to give you some money for it, actually.
I'm sorry, that information is classified. This is an ongoing investigation.
Of course. Good to know that they're being investigated, though. About time.
Interesting indeed.
Who, if you were to investigate, who do you think we should be investigating?
I mean, House Diamantus. Those mines really belong to the Karn theocracy, so they've stolen them originally. And so we would like to get them back, really, and any information to help bring them down would be fantastic.
We have heard a lot of things about this house.
Yeah.
And us.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
They're definitely on our list
Hmm.
of concerns.
Good to
When you
know.
say you would do anything to get it back, would you cause accidents?
No, we wouldn't cause accidents, but if we need to take it by force, we will.
Noted.
How? Go through this idea in there because it's like an insight.
You can, yeah.
How serious does he seem?
I'll make it a probe roll for this. This feels kind of quite
Yeah.
in. You try to probe, read his body language, figure out how. Yeah, probe.
Yeah, I'll probe him.
Please do.
We're getting to this sci-fi. We're trying to get to this sci-fi feel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are together at some point.
That is. Ooh, okay. 15. Yeah, 15.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, 9 and a 5.
It's probably quite jarring in some respects, because he is dead serious about it. Though he's speaking extremely politely with a big smile on his face, there's something in his eyes where you realise, I mean, one, this is all a facade. No one is this happy all of the time. They can't be, surely. But there is
See him crying inside.
Yeah. There is an aggression behind the eyes that you didn't first clock until you're really looking at him. Dead serious, he would do. You think he is probably maybe conditioned or brainwashed a little bit to basically do anything to get those mines if he can.
What was your name, boy?
My name? It was Mace.
I put it on a notepad.
Sure.
Whatever. Just write down Mace. We're seeking to do harm. That's been noted. Thank you.
No
Do you do it in front of him so he can see
Yeah.
exactly what you're saying?
I verbalize it.
Right.
I've just got full hot fuzz when he's writing everything down. It's like, what are you writing down? I'm writing everything down. It's the power of the notebook.
Well, may the one be with you. And he walks off towards the building.
Yeah. We
He seemed
like,
very happy.
fully clock him walking all the way.
I'm very sorry for suggesting that. That's on me.
I don't know.
Hey,
Some valuable insight. It's House Diamantus.
we looked for crazies and we found them, so kind of mission accomplished on that one. And he'll just kind of look up at the sprawling building. It's like, you know about these, don't you all? The Karn theocracy.
It's come up.
I'll get them back, don't worry. I'll get you back, you bastards. Okay. Sorry. Pub, did we say pub?
Yes.
What happened?
I think you need a drink.
Yes, that would, yes.
I
Okay.
think it's called the Slap House.
I suppose we're going to find out. You first, of course.
I wouldn't have it any other way. And I will walk off towards the Slap House.
Little skip at your step.
Yeah, you keep walking through this makeshift town. as you go across to the Slap House, a very popular drinking hole. It seems there's already a few people here, some miners that are already here and half cut. It's got a very flimsy construction. As you walk in, there is just makeshift furniture, all sorts of different tables and chairs. None of it matches, and not in a bougie way either. Just
It's so chinsy in here. I like it.
Just shoved in to help. And yeah, you go in, and as you sort of look and clock a sort of a couple of monitors that have been like hurriedly sort of slapped up, they look like they could fall at any moment. You can see the prices here are exceedingly cheap, probably the cheapest you've seen of many worlds. It is absolutely just a place for the sort of mining community and the locals, where it is dirt poor to really try and get it. So you can easily get some drinks and sit down.
I'd like to scan the room and look for possible one or two individuals sitting by themselves that seem to look like they've not got many drinks, they've not got much money, so they're probably more susceptible that if they were bought a drink to be quite malleable in conversation.
I offer a +1 for
Of
this.
course you can.
And
Absolutely.
maybe have a look if anyone's got hideous boils.
Yeah, sure.
I mean that from what you said at the start, right? I'm not just picking on people's physical
Not
appearance,
stereotyping in this town.
Yeah, sure stuff.
Mining town, boils, obviously.
Your nepotism showing. Spoiler alert. Sure. I will let you. I'll give you a choice. You can either examine to just look around and find people. The fact you did sort of just talk about them being malleable, I would let you do a manipulate roll to kind of do the entire thing in one with a +1.
Oh, lovely. With a +1. So 11.
Okay. So mixed success. Was that a manipulate or examine? Just for my
That was a
information?
manipulate.
Wicked.
Yeah, +2 on the manipulate, otherwise would have been on rocky ground with the +1. We got there.
Sure. Yeah, you look around. There is somebody sat down. Looks like they've got a very cheap bottle of some kind of liquor. You don't even know what. It's just in a brown bottle. It could be anything at this point. They look pretty drunk. And considering you probably landed like mid-morning-ish, not the best. They're already sort of half cut, just kind of like sat, like just staring out really at the moment, with their hand on the bottle. But they look like the easiest target as they're kind of shaking it, almost like a ritual, and you can see there's not much left in it.
Got you. And do they? Is it because it's kind of a poor place for cheaper establishment for people not wanting to spend a lot of money? There's also quite a lot of people who look about quite malnutrition. That it's a place where there's not a lot of money floating around.
Yeah.
So probably the introduction of not just alcohol, but possibly some food may loosen that person's tongue a bit.
Yeah, definitely. They do look quite malnourished. You can see. Boils. You can see a few bits and pieces where they've clearly sustained some injuries. There are some boils because why not? So yeah, they would absolutely benefit from a meal or two. You could say that for certain.
So go over to the bar or the establishment to order something. We'll get a bottle of probably step up from what they're drinking.
Sure.
And then if some kind of relevance of like a packet of crisps, you can do the old split it and open it up on the table for everyone to have a little thing, and then just kind of turns around to the rest of the crew and goes, right, we need to get information. This one over here seems very lonely, and I reckon standard formation, surround, intimidate, loosen thy tongue, all that.
Understood.
Are we on board?
Cassiopeia sits directly next to him.
Come on, one of us has got the order.
not the 4 of us. Might be a bit much. As I look over at the 8-foot monstrosity hulking around,
You just
maybe
go,
we're past.
you're big.
Ass does the thing that I can imagine maybe Voldor taught him of just putting his arm around
Oh,
the guy.
buy a guy a drink first.
A drink is being procured.
Ah, great.
No. God, there, I'll come over and just kind of nudge the other two and say, "Fine then, mingle, mix, speak, learn," and just kind of walks over, plonks himself down, realizing that they're just paying no attention to him whatsoever.
Yeah, 2 people watch you have a conversation.
So,
Yeah.
friend,
Friend, yeah. I know you.
Sure, yes, we've met a few times over drinks. And he just
Ah.
kind of reaches the fresh bottle out onto the table as like grab it if you want it.
We are friends. Great. Yeah. As he takes a swig, he's very scrawny, but you can see some sort of strength in his arms as he reaches for the bottle. Years of sort of mining. He's built quite a bit of muscle there. Thinning hair. He's got quite a scarred face. Deep lines sort of around his face as well. As he just sort of takes a swig of it. Well, I mean, nice to see you again.
Yes. You told me that you're having a tough time in the mines, that there was lots happening. I thought we'd catch up.
Those fucking mines, they're just... The bastards will do anything for money. Fucking hell.
It's the way of the world, is it not, Snack?
Yeah, it's great. Just opens this bag of crisps. The barman definitely was like, don't check the date. Just starts eating and go, all right. Yeah. They fucking everyone over there.
I hear there was another incident.
I mean, when isn't there fucking incidents there? I mean, those mines are fucked. I don't know why they're still doing it besides trying to cash in. But can't trust them. I mean, sort of looks around because I mean they're probably fucking watching us now. You might be one of them.
Why would I be one of them? Do you think they come to this type of establishment? No, they're in it for the money, aren't they?
That's really true. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. What about you? You work in the mines, or what do you do?
In and out of the kind of logistics side of things, you know, it's I'm there, I'm gone. Some people see me, some people don't.
Yeah. It takes a long sort of swig of the drink.
Yes, and apparently there's been word of some uncoverings of sorts. Is that what you've heard?
I'm gonna need a roll.
Immediate tack change of like, oh, hey, you want some fresh information, do you? Okay.
I'll let you decide, depending how you're going about it. Things like probe, if you're still trying to manipulate him, you can use that, but whatever you want.
I think the manipulation of the food and the drink and like we know each other, right? We're in the pits together, but you don't see me around. I think that's keep it flowing.
I'll give you a +1 to it as a bit of an advantage because you have kind of got him on side at the moment, at least.
Oh, reload. Okay, so that is what's one with that? That's going to be an 8.
Oh, okay, miss up. You see him quite suddenly, not quite sober up. Okay.
I forgot to add my modifier, so that is a 10.
Okay, mixed success.
Yeah. Ooh,
slightly better.
As soon as I was like, remember the modifier.
Yes. I mean, story of any TTRPG.
Exactly.
Okay, on a 10, so a mixed success. Okay. Yeah, he starts to clam up a little bit. You can see some tension in the shoulders as you're sort of talking about cover up. And it puts him a little bit on edge, I'd say. You probably see that in him a little bit. He's not particularly, like, hard to read. I mean, I can't say for certain about cover up. But, you know, there's strange things happening. Strange things down there. Don't really like going down there.
So you've been down there? As in down there?
Yeah, but I mean, not all the way down, but pretty far down, and yeah, I don't want to see that stuff again.
And did you see anything? And Caldera will kind of point to Cassiopeia and just wave the hand forward for them to get uncomfortably close.
Cass, who's been like, he's had his arm around him, but like lifted slightly off so the weight isn't there.
Yeah.
And as soon as that indication comes, he then drops his arm so that you feel the weight of it around him, and like the fact that his arm is around him.
I saw some weird like plants. I think they were like vine things, and they were looked really weird. I don't know what they are though. Like there could be anything. I mean, I could have imagined it. So.
Oh, okay. But they look like normal plants or kind of.
Not plants I've seen, not around here anyway. It looked weird, kind of black and a bit slimy. I don't know a lot about plants. It's not really my thing.
No, you're a miner. You're a fantastic miner. You've been down to the lower levels. Okay. So and obviously they've been telling you to keep it all hush hush. Of course, it's But we've got to protect ourselves as workers. We've got to share some information. Make sure that we don't get stuck down there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because they don't give a fuck. Like.
Nope, couldn't give a fuck if they tried.
Nah.
Bastards, aren't they?
They are bastards. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the lads are scared, and I don't know. Well, gotta do what we're told, I guess.
Well, I think all the lads deserve a drink. Who else was down there with you?
No. He looks around. No one here. No one here that I know.
Does Caldera get the inkling that he's talking shit?
You can make a roll.
So probe would probably be, if I'm being honest.
Makes sense to me.
That is a 13 with a -1, so that brings it to a 12.
Okay, 12. Mixed success. I think you get the impression that he probably does know a few people around. He is clamming up quite significantly. There's a bit of pressure around the situation now. He's feeling quite intense, and you don't think he's likely to answer many more of your questions, or maybe not remember half of what is going to be said. But yeah, he's definitely really clamming up now, and is getting in an uncomfortable situation with it all.
Yeah, Caldera's going to realise that it's kind of petering off. He may have got the lion's share of what's been said, so he'll kind of cast an eye to see what the other's doing in the room.
Yeah.
See what they're up to.
My other two, is there anything in particular you're doing?
I'll speak to the bartender.
Sure, yeah. a fairly gruff-looking guy. He probably looks probably not unsimilar to you in some respects, in that looks older than he is. Looks like he's just done this for years. It's just kind of cleaning a few sort of glasses with a sort of dirty rag.
One glass that's
Yeah.
constantly clean, but
Yeah.
never actually clean.
Yeah, waiting in his NPC mode for you to appear.
Morning.
All right.
Quite the place you've got here.
I mean, it's not much, but it keeps me going. You guys new, I'm guessing?
Just in the area.
Sure. Yeah.
Just wondering, and I'll bring out my badge subtly just so you can see and tap it
Sure.
against the bar for him to see.
Yeah.
Like, do you have all the permits to be running a place like this?
I mean, yeah, I guess. What permits do I need?
I mean, you're running a, what, level B, level C drinking establishment on a Class M planet? I mean, I would hope you're all in accordance with local ordinance.
I mean,
I would
yeah.
hate for someone to make a report.
I mean, yeah, I've been given the go-ahead by the house officials, so I think I'm all good.
How confident does he seem on that?
You make a roll, you tell me what you're rolling for it.
I imagine, was this a probe?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Love it. Going in hard with
Ooh.
just
Oh.
oh
7
no.
and a 6, that's a 13, 14.
Okay, mixed success. He to be perfectly honest, he looks confused. He looks like he doesn't know he's even meant to have permits for a place. He's like, I just kind of opened the doors and said, here's some drinks. He absolutely does not have the permits. You think he probably was given permission by like the house officials to like keep the minors in drink and whatever, but whether they've done anything or they've just set it up off their own back is up to them. But yeah, he does look quite like a little concerned, I'd probably say, being like, oh fuck, have I got to do something?
I mean, to be operating a business like this without a permit, you're looking at what, 3-4 years in a hyperjail? I'm really leaning into the sci-fi.
I love it.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
But if you could tell me anything you've been hearing around town, I could put in a good word for you. I'd hate to see a hard-working man like you face repercussions just from operating a business.
Okay, I need a manipulate roll. You can have a +1 to this.
I love it. You're like, I'm contemplating a +2. This is like, this is going in. This is take it to the cleaners.
That is a 9? No, that is a 9. Cool. So 6, 9. Is a manipulate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. A 14, and you said a +1.
Yeah. 15.
So
Then.
15.
So full success. He's like,
Nice, nice.
all right. You want just what I hear in general, or anything in particular? Or?
Anything about the mines? These accidents? I mean, it seems like they're happening more and more often.
Yeah. I think there was only just one this morning. Hearing about people going, but I mean, accidents happen all the time. I haven't thought much of it, like they kind of always have been, but probably a bit more frequent than they used to. A couple of the lads come in talking about, you know, kind of beaten up and with some like weird wounds and stuff, but to be perfectly honest, they're all drunkards, so I just imagine that they don't really pay attention to what they're doing.
Weird wounds.
Yeah, like just like oddly shaped, like, you know, I expect a few like crushes of arms or limbs or whatever, like rocks falling and all that, or even some of the lads just getting a bit spicy on a night and casually stabbing each other, I guess.
It's really what they're into, yes.
Yeah, normally. But like, yeah, just kind of oddly shaped a bit. A few more sort of burns I've seen, which you don't get a lot of them, but then I guess we got lava pits, so maybe people have just been mucking about. I don't know.
When you say weird shapes, have you seen these shapes? Or they describe them as weird?
I mean, the few that I've sort of caught sight of and not just heard about, sort of looks like burns almost like wrapping around someone's arm at times. Kind of weird burns, I guess. They go quite pustuous and stuff. I mean, they're not very nice to look at, I'm not going to lie, but you know.
God. Sorry, just in my notes. I was about to write pussy. But how do you think that's spelled?
Pustuous.
Pustules, there you go. Are any of these individuals in here right now?
I mean, one of them's talking to one of your mates, but otherwise, not really. Most of the lads here are probably clocking in a bit, so can't really see any of them at the minute.
And any of these people with these weird shapes, these pus-filled wounds, are these the ones which the accidents are involving?
I think one or two of them, but I don't know about all of them.
Any names of these individuals, if you happen to know them?
Yeah, there's well, the ones that gone missing. Old Jones has gone. Quell went recently.
Old Jones. Well,
who else?
Young Jones.
Jones Jr. No.
The whole Jones line.
The whole family is a real shame. Those are the only ones that kind of come to mind that I can really remember, but a few. To be fair, there's so many workers there that come in and out. I don't know all of them by name.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. I'll make sure to pass along to compliance. You've been very helpful. No,
thanks. What was the name of that permit again? Class B?
Yes, you need a permit to be running a Class B drinking establishment on a Class M planet.
Okay.
If you speak to your local licensing authority...
Yeah, the LLA,
Yeah. Bloody everywhere.
All right.
You can't escape bureaucracy. It's just going to expand as we go across the stars.
He kind of is just like
Deep space, you can't escape the TV license.
Yes.
I love it. He's kind of writing with a pencil onto the sort of bar top as you speak. Like, all right, Class B, Class M, LLA, got it.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Pleasure.
You too, mate. Baldur, is there anything you're doing while this is going on?
Yes. Do I still have a headache?
Yeah, you do.
And when we walked to meet Rengath
Yeah.
in the mining building, did the headache get worse?
What an interesting question.
I'm just trying to ascertain whether it is simply from adjusting to the atmosphere or if it's emanating from the mines.
Nice.
I'll make it an examine roll. I'll give you a +1 to it as an edge, and then let me know what you get.
You examine that. You
I
examine
rolled
it
a
good.
1 and a 2, and I have a +1.
no.
And you're very generous +1, so it's 5.
Good to know. You
Your nose starts to bleed.
yeah.
Your headache. Oh, it's getting worse.
It's kind of just ever present there. You you try to think back to like moments ago when you were walking over there. You're not sure if it got worse or not, to be honest. You're not sure if you're still just acclimatizing. You're kind of just a bit muddled probably from sort of being here and then just having that pressure in your head in general. So yeah, you're not 100% sure.
Okay. I will keep it on my mind.
Yeah, sure.
And yeah, just wait for the rest of the gang to join me, or for our new friend to come and join us.
God.
Oh yeah, I'll walk back over to the group.
Sure. Yeah, you all come back together, leaving the other guy to his drink. You probably think it's not long till Rengath's going to join you, but you've got a few minutes if you want to sort of sit together and just chat about what you found.
100%.
We have been told there are odd plants in the mines.
Underground.
Yes. By the drunken, boily individual.
Boy, would you say?
Yes. Covered in them. I don't know what.
Still? Any other obvious injuries?
Type of boil. I wasn't really examining his body. It was more about information.
Right.
Why?
Not like you, and I will elbow cast.
Darius has got a deadpan expression.
Yes.
The bartender, after a bit of loosening of his tongue, reports that there's been frequent accidents. People coming out of the mines with weird, his words, burns wrapped around their arms, infected. Apparently there was pus coming from the wounds. He also said these individuals, one or two or more of them, have involved in these mining accidents that they keep happening.
Big correlation. Yes. They were described as fine, dark black, slick, plant-like vines. Probably from lack of any kind of ultraviolet. Seems we need to find more of these pustule individuals and cross-examine them. I'm sure Cassiopeia will be able to keep them where we want them. Isn't that right, Cass?
I'm sure I could crowd them into one place.
So are we waiting for this languishing individual, or?
So it would seem.
Seems a bit rowdy in here tonight.
It's 10 a.m. and it's dead.
There are no windows.
Yeah,
Right. They're out there.
It's like IKEA. You don't know how long you've been in it.
Right.
Yeah, it has felt like been in here years.
Yeah. I hope he hurries up. I'm feeling like I get stabbed in here. Not again.
We would never
Anyway.
be stabbed.
Not fun.
You know the paperwork that's involved when one of you gets stabbed?
Yes, I've been stabbed and then had to do my own paperwork.
And you know what I'd have to suffer through.
Imagine being stabbed and then having to do paperwork and getting a paper cut. I mean, we've got technology now. Why do I have to fill out 3 forms of paperwork? I feel like we've got
to on the pad.
Is that not what we do anymore? Shit.
I've like the last 3,000 years.
I definitely remember someone having a filing cabinet. I feel we've gotten off track. Anyway, what has everybody else found?
Oh, nothing at all. My head
Great
hurts.
help as always.
Yes, thank you.
Keep up the good work.
I intend to.
I was speaking to Cass.
Perhaps a drink will help you recover from your head.
Great idea.
Chin.
Cass goes and buys a round.
No, okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where's Cass drink?
He doesn't need it, but he will drink whatever
Both
else
of
is
them will.
drinking to fit in.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, you get given whatever kind of drink you want to hand back over to the table. It's pretty cheap and nasty, but it does the job at least. There are a few more people starting to come in here. Someone seems to have sat down next to your boil-covered friend and is offering them a drink. As they are sat briefly chatting, and then probably a few moments later, you see a familiar figure of Rengath coming towards you, kind of looking around as he comes in, sees you all, and is like, goes to the bar, grabs a drink, and then comes to sit by you all, and just goes, "Sorry about that. I just I didn't want the bosses seeing. What can I do for you?"
What can you do for us?
Well, what do you want to know? I've given you the information I can. Is there anything else you want to know?
What have you seen in these mines?
I mean, in the mines, I haven't really seen much. It's mostly just seeing people going in, not coming out. Some of the bodies, when we were sort of collecting them together, they had these sort of weird growths on them, almost sort of mushroom-like. But the bosses were sort of telling us to just burn them, so that's what we did.
Let's resolve the problem.
No, I just covered up the problem.
So you incinerated the bodies.
I mean, only on orders.
I'm not saying that you did anything wrong. No, if it's a threat to life, I think fire is usually the way to go.
Well, yeah, we got told it's some kind of disease and it might spread, so it made sense to just burn them.
Any pustules?
Yeah, they had these like weird boil things on them, kind of mixed in with the sort of growths that are forming. Didn't really know if it was related or not, but yeah.
We hear there was an accident this morning.
Yeah. I've only heard word there. The bosses have been keeping kind of a closer watch on me, so I haven't been really allowed to sort of help out much at the minute, but apparently one of the other lads got trapped down there and has apparently died, but that's what we were told. I don't know if it's true or not though.
Cover up. How original.
Yeah. I mean, I can maybe help you get into the mines if you want to have a look.
I think this would be wise.
Yeah.
Agreed. I'd like to see the body in situ.
All right. Well, let me just go check in on my family, and then I'll come back and get you. Okay? Maybe half an hour or so, just to make sure everything's all right over there.
Okay. But you said they're watching you, so take care. And we are Moira, so we are here to help.
Okay.
You have come to us with information, so you are under our protection now.
All right. I appreciate it. Right. Let me go, and then I'll come back in a bit. All right. As he sort of scurries off out the door. As he does, you see a couple of people that have come in sort of with him. The person that sat behind with your other friend gets up and leaves. couple of minutes later, you start to hear quite a nasty coughing, pretty loud, really hacking cough, as your friend starts to sort of fall over the table a little bit, just hacking away.
Shit. I didn't ask his name, so shouting over may not result in the things that I want. Friend, are you well?
A couple of people just turn and like, what? Even the bartender sort of stops cleaning his glass for a second. Obviously he's hearing the cough. He's like, Talix, can you keep it down, man? Are you all right? And you just hear a bang as this guy just slumps onto the table, completely still.
Should I go and investigate that?
Yes, you're the right person for the job.
Cassiopeia will go over and check if he's still alive.
Sure. We'll make it an examine roll, probably, unless you've got a particular inkling for another stat.
No, examine works well enough for me to see what I got. That's a 17, 18 with my bonuses.
Ooh,
18.
nice.
This Turlix, the person that you were speaking to and had your arm on moments before, is dead, gone, quite suddenly. I'll give you on a full success. There's a slight frothing to his mouth, and his hand is still around a drink.
Alcohol poisoning. So sad.
Let's not throw around accusations. Someone may have bought him that drink, thank you.
I am afraid he is no longer with us.
Is it worth more thorough examining back at the
Agreed.
ship?
I am concerned that it may be an infection that could spread.
Point.
Could I examine?
Of course you can, yeah.
Being a detective,
Of course, yeah.
I've seen dead bodies before.
Mm-hmm.
I must have seen a few poisoned ones and a few ones that have died of disease.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've got a forensic kit on me. Is there anything I can do to determine if this was foul play as opposed to natural causes?
Yeah, I'll give you a bonus with the forensic kit, so a +1.
Examine?
Yeah, examine. 15. Foul play, for sure.
Hell yeah.
The glass looks probably a fairly expensive, or as you look at the sort of liquid in it, it looks quite expensive. And for a place like this and for this kind of individual, which you already know it doesn't need it to be that expensive a liquor, but you wonder if it was priced up for a better taste to mask something within, and as you're looking into the frothing of the mouth, you think the was intentionally poisoned with how quickly it happened and the fact that someone sort of came in and came out very quickly with him. You think someone came in, poisoned him with a very fast-acting poison, and then left to leave him slumped on the table. I will say, because we're about halfway through in terms of you guys getting clues. You've got you've got probably a couple more than 4 really, but around 4 clues. So we're about halfway through you needing to it. We can make a breakthrough roll now to see what theories you've already got and how true it is. So how we sort of go about this is, if you feel as a group you've answered some of the sort of key questions around this. So your 4 key questions to answer is: what is happening to the people here? What is the source of the problem? Who or what else is making it worse? And what will happen if it's allowed to continue? So if you feel you've got enough answers for that, you can theorize as a group, and then we'll make a breakthrough roll to see if that is the case.
What were the questions? Sorry.
It's all good. Let me go back to that bit. What's happening to the people here?
Yeah.
What's the source of the problem?
Of course.
Who or what else is making it worse? And what will happen if it's allowed to continue?
If we fail this breakthrough roll, do we like consume the clues we have accumulated so far?
No, you will carry on. You will still have those clues. Or it's just whether you're getting on track or not with it, basically. So if you if you roll a under a 9, there's some things I can do as a GM, but basically there'll be some stuff that doesn't line up with your theory, and you'll sort of go off on another direction. For your first breakthrough, anyway, you get 2 chances at this. But yeah, nice. But I will essentially answer some questions that link to it, or give you some more clues sort of linked to it as this breakthrough bit. So, but you're allowed to sort of theorize as a group first before you sort of come up with your theory and who you want to roll for this.
You questions?
After you've rolled. Yeah, you can. Yeah, for your memory. Yeah, if you want to double check information what I've given.
We saw someone sit down with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone came in.
What were they wearing? Were they wearing like a miner's uniform, or?
I'll give you an examine roll first to try and see.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
10? Is that 7? Yeah. 7, a 1, and 2. So
10. Mixed success. You couldn't make out distinguishing details. They were hooded and cloaked, which stands out in and of itself as maybe why you noted them in the first place, but then got distracted by everything else going on.
We know as well that the drink was nicer, so probably more expensive.
Someone.
I imagine if we asked the barkeep. Sorry.
I was gonna say, and the guy didn't need much convincing that he knew someone, so he didn't necessarily know the guy.
Found his weakness ourselves.
Yeah.
The bartender probably remembers who it is. I can't imagine. It's often the expensive stuff is purchased here, and it was literally 5 seconds ago.
Yeah.
It came from here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good point. That they bring it in and pour it themselves.
Good point.
Good stuff. I like it. Okay. So potentially bought it from the bartender. Potentially brought it in. Cloaked figure. Clearly, they've poisoned the person who's been seeing, giving information, or at least talking to the newcomers that have barreled their way in. We've been told that there's possibly vines and mushroom type things down in.
He had pustules and boils, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
The guy that.
I wonder if rather than he got killed because he was talking to us, he was killed because it's part of a cleanup operation. Because as we've already heard, a number of people who have had these accidents are the same people who have had boils. So it's someone trying to cover this up.
But would you poison somebody in a room full of people to cover something up?
I mean, he was drunk. Maybe they hoped he would pass itself off as alcohol poisoning.
Okay.
Or maybe adding in what you said before. He was talking to us. He was getting too close. Better to kill him before he gave us anything further.
Yeah, because Rengath said that he's been watched now because he's been down the lower levels. He's clearly seen something. That's been involved in burning of bodies. They're clearly scared that there's something down there that they don't want getting out.
Oh god, we've got to find Rengath murdered, aren't we?
Yeah. He's got to see his family above table.
Likely.
Fully, he's going to get murdered on the way to see his family. But we'll
Ship's got to drop on him.
I'm presuming with the idea of mushrooms, we're talking spores, we're talking some kind of
Like intelligence.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. So
The source of the problem question is that asking for like a what or a geographical answer?
More of a what. So, what do you think the source of the issue is? So, what's the sort of core
Okay.
issue here and stuff like that?
But like mine is too vague of an answer. Sorry, I interrupted you. Go.
No. I think House Diamantus know what is down there, and they've set up this mining operation as like a cover, because what no one has said is what they are mining.
Yeah.
So they are digging to get whatever is down there, this black kelp tentacle mushroom thing, and they don't want the disease to spread because they need this disposable workforce of peasants in like true oligarchy style. They just will want people to throw at the problem until it resolves itself.
They might not want
know.
rumors too.
Yeah.
Right, they just want people to continue to be like, yes, I yearn for the mines.
no, exactly that. And I think presumably if we take on board kind of we are Moira, we understand that there's people that are misusing finds and things that are relics and sort of either things of the past or technology that's been lost is being discovered, that if you find something that potentially could be a notable find, but then there's some kind of defense or some kind of protection or something that's been booby trapped, if you will, to basically say if you come in, then basically you got to get pustules, you got to get poisoned, you're going to get something that kind of stops you from getting there. Then they're kind of using the workforce to kind of chip away, use them as guinea pigs to go, right, what is it? Is it something curable? Is it something that you just need a gas mask on and you can walk straight in and grab hold of it? So yeah, I kind of feel like us as the force to right this wrong, that presumably like you say, they've made a mine around it to do a bit of a cover, but it may be that we are coming across a find that is being obscured so people don't know about it.
And this planet is quite far out the way.
Yeah.
Is that right? Right. So you're only going to set up a mining operation here if it's vibranium, right? You're not going to be like, oh yeah,
Valuable.
So yeah.
And it must have something more than just monetary value, because the Karn theocracy, which I have to believe, I mean, I don't know enough about them, but I mean, a theocracy is not normally driven by
Bastards.
material wealth, normally spiritual wealth they're after. So, an artifact that's important to them.
Yeah, it's not.
They
like
did
people-
seem interested in getting it back. Sorry, Karen.
Yeah.
No, go.
No. Yeah.
Violently interested.
Evidently, violence was on the table.
Yeah.
We will murder all.
So what will happen to people? The thing will get out and spread and be bad, or potentially even worse, the Diamantus family, a great family by the way, will get hold of it and then use it in a controlled way. The source down in the mines.
Whatever they found.
Yeah.
Who or what will make it worse is, well, if they get their hands on it.
Yeah, if they uncover it, if it's spreading, if it's like contact spread or airborne spread, then it could encompass everyone that's on the planet and just kill everyone off.
Or the Karn theocracy, if they send people down there, take it by force.
Right.
Take it by force, and something that is something like that kills people off that can be considered touch or airborne can be weaponized.
We know that the drink that was bought was expensive, and House Diamantus is the rich ones, aren't they?
Do we need to go and visit someone's family?
It's been an awkward family reunion.
How's that for a theory? go, Master? Can we?
Pretty
can
good
we make a
theory, yeah.
theory?
So, one of you, I don't really mind who, roll 2d10. You are going to be adding, 1 second. Add a +3 to this.
I've rolled quite a lot, so
Yeah, who hasn't rolled
leave,
yet?
I'll leave it to you. Roll, Michael.
I've rolled once.
You
Go
take
ahead.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. Come on.
Let's do
Make
this.
it a good one, yeah?
We haven't put all the pressure on you for no reason.
That's a 19.
Oh!
Is that with the +3 or 19 on the die?
That's with a +3.
Okay, 19.
Come on.
Okay, so nearly.
I will shadow track if that puts it.
Oh, yes.
If you want to, okay, yeah, you can. So mark a
Hell
shadow.
yeah.
Beautiful usage.
Mark a shadow. We've got a crit. So,
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Come on. Give it up.
in which case then, okay.
Bugs are turning.
I'm just double
Give us a
Bugs
checking.
are turning.
I'm just double checking what I give you at this point. So, full success is you confirm the answer to a question or questions, or find a clue with a golden opportunity to discover more. Critical success is as per success, but you find an additional clue. In which case, then I'll kind of answer some, or kind of give you some bits based on that. As you're sat around the table theorizing what you think might happen after your friend has died. Well, not your friend, but this guy has died. And you're sort of redlining and putting everything together. You do definitely, as you start to think about this, things start to line up more and more. I'd say, Valda, I think there's probably an element where you remember your family. Whether you tell these people they're your family or not is another matter, but you remember your mother, who is the sort of in charge of this entire operation, was particularly interested in coming to this world because of hearing about potential undiscovered artifacts or remnants of the sort of older civilizations. So there is definitely something around that. I'd say, Caldiator, you are having a bit more of an intense knowledge around the Karn theocracy, which plays an element into this, or their interest into this. You know that they want to, they're essentially trying to take over, right? They are called a theocracy, but it is very much this kind of colonizing type group, really. They want more and more people to join them. They're very cunning and self-interested, and will be hostile if they need to take what they need. They also, the worship of the One, who is a vengeful deity. This requires strict obedience to the holy laws and bits and pieces like that. So there's something about that kind of just twinges in your head, where you're like, they do require a lot of people, or they do expect a lot of people to be completely obedient to them. And I'd say probably between you, Cassiopeia, and Darius, just those things start lining up of the sort of question around whether this guy was killed because he's infected, or because whether there is an infection, or because he's speaking to newcomers. You think if he was just killed because he was infected, this is the stupidest place to do it, really. They can't really cover it up. They've done it in public. However, having a group of new people come in and suddenly go up to him, who he definitely didn't know, and start drinking, put suspicion on all of you two for the rest of the sort of people in town, as a message to say, you speak to them, this is what's going to happen. And I'd probably say that's all the sort of bits that, as you're sort of theorising, really feel like they're sort of coming together and feel quite strong in your minds. On that note, we'll take a break. So we'll be back very, very shortly to see the rest of this adventure. See you soon. Welcome back. So our party have just made their first breakthrough with a crit, their first crit of the one shot as well, to find out that a lot of what they're saying seems to be on the right track, and a couple of little other bits of the Karn theocracy and the family. You have all witnessed this man die. You spent a little bit of time theorizing. What is it you want to do next?
I think that spurs us on to a kind of realizing the informant that told us that we're under heavy watch, and after some individual that's probably just been seeking to have a bit of a chit chat with us, he's probably in a lot more danger than we thought. And if they are going to help us get into the mine, we'll probably go and check them out. But presumably we've got no idea where they live, unless there's like a general populous area of where everyone kind of has their homes.
It's in the information we have on our informant. Does he have to put up like a contact card?
Yeah. What 3 words is he under? Where's his house?
What I will let you do is I will get you to do a twist roll, because you're trying to move very speedily, precisely, technically, to try and find him before anything happens. I will give you or I will let, if you want, Darius, I'll let you help with some of the information you've gained from the pack. So if you want to add a +1 to Caldia's roll, and yeah, see what happens.
So we're doing a twist. That is 11. And a +1.
Yeah.
And then a -1. So 11.
Okay. I probably should have called it beforehand, just to be fair.
Okay.
This is an exposed situation, so it's higher risk, because obviously this is potentially this man's life in your hands. You've got a mixed success. So it's not a full mishap.
We find his body.
He's lightly he's lightly maimed.
We found him, but he's dead.
Maybe. No. You run out. If all of you follow, obviously that's up to you. But at least 2 of you rush out to try and find Rengath before anything can potentially happen to him. As you're running towards, and you get the information from Darius of where this guy might live, you run into where there's a few sort of cobbled together, sort of almost like huts, really, where most of the miners stay. You do see the body of Rengath lying on the floor, seemingly still breathing, but heavily injured. Currently bleeding out.
Well, I run out through.
Yeah. We know these tactics. We've bled out, we're bleeding ourselves before, so we know how to apply some kind of triage.
Sure. We'll make it a roll again. Again, it's exposed because this is so high risk. So if you fail this, he dying. What would I call it? I mean, it's probably going to make it, working with biological systems and stuff like that. I'm going to call it a fathom then. That does talk about healing. So whichever one of you can give advantage to the other, so get a +1.
Watch me work.
Give advantage to. Oh dear.
It is a 5 and a 9 for 14, and set fathom, so that's a +2, 16, and then +1, 17.
Okay. You having apparently been stabbed a lot in your time.
Goddamn theocracy!
You managed to package his wound very quickly. And you think, I mean, he's still heavily injured, he's still going to have to take some time to recover, but you know he's not in immediate danger right now, as he's just kind of laying there, kind of going in and out of consciousness at the moment.
Okay. Kalia, I'll get his communicator and communicate back to the other two that we have found him. Very much injured, stabilized, but be wary of your surroundings. And then I'll just... Does he look like he could speak, get a few words out?
Yeah, probably a couple as he's kind of coming in and out at the moment.
What happened? Did you see them?
No, hooded figure.
Yeah, I'll shoot a look over and just be like, possibly the hooded man that poisoned. He's...
Agreed.
Or is there more than one? Can we move in?
Do we have like a med bay on our ship?
Yeah, I probably would say you would. Yeah, to be fair, it makes sense that you would have one to treat wounds and stuff like that. So yeah, you could take it back to your ship if you wished it.
Take it to the ship.
Yeah, on the communicator, going back to the ship.
Sure.
You know, stay
I
wary.
can take care of him.
Stay wary. Stay
Yeah.
frosty.
You carry him back to your ship. You're able to sort of set him up in your med bay to start at least giving him a little bit more treatment. We'll pause on you guys and we'll go to the other two then. So Valdo and Cassiopeia, what are you guys getting up to at the moment?
I think it's time for
Sorry.
family reunion. I was hoping to go quietly, and he looks up and down at the clanking mass before him. How quiet are you feeling?
I can be stealthy when standing still.
Okay, I don't think that'll help. Let's give it a go. Come on.
I will follow your lead.
Wonderful. He will head toward the Diamantus household.
Absolutely.
And if I may, I would like to use one of my special abilities.
Sure, please do.
Very offensively named Thieving Scum.
Wow.
When you need to get into somewhere undetected, mark 2 shadow to discover a hole in the security, an open window, key under a flower pot, alarm code on the wall, etc.
Nice.
An alarm code on the wall.
Yeah. You open it, there's a post that knows that alarm code 1, 2, 3, 4. No.
Alarm code, and then underneath, P.S. Please change at the earliest convenience.
I will note the ability. To get there first and foremost, you're trying to go quite stealthily, I'm assuming. Is that the case?
Yeah, I guess maybe not for the first little bit, but as soon as we're kind of anywhere near the vicinity of the house, then yeah,
Sure.
definitely.
I'll add when we get close to the house, with one of my special abilities, Spectral Sweep, I can detect infrared, ultraviolet, and ultrasound. So potentially detecting for any security systems and kind of assist in there.
You guys are the heist crew.
Yeah.
My special abilities are not.
Wow, yeah, I am. I can lay on the ground and look dead. That's about it.
Could come in handy.
Yeah.
All right, so absolutely noted. Great use of your abilities. I'll make you do it, Valda, a twist roll. You'll get a -1 to this because you've got a hulking robot coming with you.
It's better if it's better than if I was doing it.
Absolutely valid. Yep.
Okay, so that's 14 plus 2, but -1, so 15.
No, still full success. Cool. You know where you're going. You know how to maneuver around. You are able to sort of keep to the sort of back streets, skirt around sort of a bit of a cave system. It's not particularly large one, but kind of skirts around the edge of the lava pit towards House Diamantus. As you get close, Cassiopeia, you definitely pick up on various sort of waves and systems that ping you towards where you think cameras are, particularly infrared cameras. Go for it.
I have to roll, I believe.
Oh, go for it then. Please roll.
About again,
Why'd
edge.
you say that? No.
Yeah, I was just going to let you have it.
Would it be like an examine?
Yeah, I would say so, yeah.
I shouldn't have mentioned it. That was a 12.
Oh.
With the edge. With the +1.
It's a 13.
13. Okay. An even more mixed success. Yeah, you still pick up on these waves. You are able to navigate around, and Valda, you get to a point where you know this is where you probably start looking for some kind of way to get in. So if you want to roll for yours.
Mine doesn't
Does it not?
denote a roll. It just says when you need to get into somewhere undetected, mark 2 shadow.
Oh yes, you mark your shadow to do it. Yes, so if you mark your shadow, in which case then you're able to sort of slip to the side of where the house is. You know that there is a servant's entrance that you would be able to. That isn't massively closely guarded because there's so much foot traffic. You would be able to slip inside your parents' house pretty undetected or without much of a look. And once you're in, you should be okay.
Okay. Right.
I will remain quiet.
Third.
And I want to sneak in, and what I'm hoping to do is basically overhear 2 villains talking about their entire plan. So yeah, I want to go to wherever like the war room is, or the
You want to hear what Mummy and Daddy are talking about?
Yeah.
exactly.
Duo monologuing.
Exactly. So wherever I think the most likely place for a exposition.
Absolutely.
The exposition room.
The exposition room, yes, absolutely. Yeah, you can. I will make you roll in a second, but you start making your way towards what would be your mother's study. I'll need a twist roll again to see how undetected you go through the house. You still got a -1.
Oh, poo butt. That's 11. How many shadow am I allowed to burn in one go? It's only 3, isn't it?
Yeah, it's only 3. Yeah.
I don't think 14's gonna cut it.
It won't make a difference. It's still a mix. So yeah, no worries. Okay. In which case then, you sneak your way through the house. You go fairly unnoticed, actually. Not many, most of the servants are kind of off doing odd jobs around in the afternoon, so you generally know, I'd say your mother is a particular stickler for organisation and has kind of a routine, and that's it. So you've grown up in this, you know what people are expected to do when, so you're able to kind of skirt around the rooms that would be being cleaned at certain moments, avoid particular tasks as you encroach towards her office. As you get to this hallway, which is very grand, very ornate, and make your way towards it, there is a figure stood outside, arms crossed, looking straight at you. They are solidly built with very dark long hair and a very icy, calm gaze looking upon you. This is Invid, your mother. As she looks at you and she's like, well. Look who decided to come home.
Hello, Mumsy. I see you turned my room into a gym.
Yes. What else was I going to do with it? You don't come, you don't visit, you don't write.
I didn't think I was welcome.
Well, you're not. So why are you here?
Take a leaf out of your book, Mother. Straight to the chase. What's going on in the mines?
Well, some peasants are getting hurt and you're all of a sudden here.
What's really going on deep down? And I will sort of give Cass a little nudge to be like, look intimidating. Look scared. Back me up.
Cass, who instinctively in this room decided to try and look like a statue, has kind of like turned around, kind of does the full height thing, where usually he tries to hunch unsuccessfully, and just kind of like towers above.
Sure, I'll tell you what, I'll get you to roll, Cass. If you do a probe roll with an edge, to see how intimidated she gets.
That's a 7.
Perfect.
Sick.
Accidents happen. We have taken all reasonable precautions. That's all you need to know.
I'm going to take your word for that. What's down there? What are you looking for? Come on.
What, just some minerals? Is that what you're interested in?
It's not about what I'm interested in. It's about what you're interested in. Plants, the mushrooms.
I don't know what you're talking about. Look, it's just mines. You weren't interested in the family business before. I don't really know why you are now. But you're not welcome, so please leave.
All right. Out the front?
Yes.
Or is that? Oh. How's Dad? Don't worry. Don't worry. I will start to slowly walk out.
Aw.
Do you have any ideas? Because that was my only one.
He would just look at Volda's mother and just go, criminal action will be prosecuted.
Good job I'm not a criminal then.
That is for the courts to decide. I bid you a very good evening, and there's a moment where he's like, he wants to say something else, but he's like, he has not been told to think for himself in this moment. So he goes, and a good evening, and he walks off.
I'll give you, Cassiopeia, as you're walking off, you do hear her, you see her turn, she reaches for some kind of communication device, and you just hear her speaking to her say, the mine is off limits to anybody you don't know that works here. Make sure no one gets in. And you leave.
As he's leaving, as he hears that, he will turn around and go, I cannot follow that order. Goodbye.
Perfect. Okay. We'll pause on you. Sorry, go on.
I was just going to say, as we leave, like, pick up speed. Pick up speed big time over to the ship, I think.
Okay, yeah. You speed run to the ship. My other two, was there anything you were doing away from the ship, or were you staying there and just looking after
I
Rengar?
had a slight idea.
Go for
I don't know if it's really going to work.
Try it.
Have we noticed any kind of CCTV cameras going on?
I'd say in town, no, but as you got close to the mining, there was a lot of cameras and the bits sort of monitoring.
So I'll see if I can get some CCTV footage of the attack. I don't know what else to suggest.
I mean, if you want to try and hack in.
Yeah.
Has our ship been monitoring the surroundings?
Ooh.
I'll leave that up to you. It's your ship.
I think it's a police vessel.
It's a
I
bit of a
imagine
rush bucket, but
if people have like been watching it.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. I'll give you an examine roll.
Thank you. GM, forgive me. GM.
I'll allow it.
So examine.
Yeah.
Don't suppose I've got forensic eye. I gain an edge when physically investigating a scene where attention to detail is important, or knowledge of forensic technique is valuable.
100% you can use it, yeah.
Computer forensics?
Yeah, 100% you can use it.
Zoom.
Oh, okay, that's a 9, that's a 4, so 13. Edge, so 1, 14, 16.
16, okay. Okay. In which case then, is there anything in particular you were hoping to pick up on, seeing as you were sort of left it examining?
Now I should have thought about that. Anyone who, I don't know, has come up to the ship?
Okay.
Anyone who tried to, I don't know, gain access
Mhm.
or put anything on the ship? Knowing I'd like to put a bomb on there that's going to go off at some point. But
Don't tempt me.
any suspicious activity that's happening in and around our ship, and potentially, I don't know how good the scope on the cameras is, anything picked up further afield of the cameras of our ship.
Okay. I'll say the camera is
Big net.
yeah, big net. I appreciate it. The camera is not that far in scope to pick up sort of what's happening specifically in
pick
town.
up the planet.
Unfortunately, yeah, not the entire planet. You've not got wired the mainframe.
We don't have those big rubber cameras.
Yeah. Just tap into a satellite in orbit. But you do pick up a cloaked figure that has come towards your ship. Looks like they've scoped out your ship. Hasn't come on board because they couldn't. I assume you did just leave it unlocked, hopefully.
No.
Good.
I always lock up.
Perfect. I will say on a full success, you catch a glimpse of a mining uniform. What looks to be some of the operatives who were looking over, or similar in design to the operatives who were looking over Rengath very closely when you all approached. They appear to be sort of the guards as such of this mining operation, paying very close attention. But they just seem to be sort of scoping out, trying to figure out ways in, but couldn't quite figure one out. And so left on their way. I'll say you would probably see a bit of blood kind of coming off some kind of object within their cloak.
Did we see any of their face? Obviously, we don't know who they are. I'm just wondering if we showed it to our little informant, would he recognise who it is?
Yeah. You show him?
Wake up! Look at this.
Oh, that's the chief, Sacklin. As he goes back to unconsciousness. So you see, as you do see a little bit of their features, you see a bold man with very dark eyes, quite a stern face.
Handsome.
Extremely.
Where's he been all my life?
As you've just described, Caldia.
Looking very intently around. I would say the cloak, and I'll probably say the cloak more than the uniform, because you don't catch much of a glimpse of the uniform. The cloak looks like it's probably seen better days. It is a little bit tattered. Does not look like he is a man of much means. Doesn't mean he's not been paid off, of course. But yeah, that's what you see.
Can I examine his body to kind of? You said we probably saw a glint of some kind of weapon to discern the wounds and what weapon was used. Was it a dagger? Was it a sword? Was it a specialized weapon for doing something?
Fair. I won't make you roll for it. I'd say you'd figure out it's a sort of dagger wound. It's a knife wound that Rengath has been attacked with. A fairly sort of standard, simple, which makes sense given what this chief looks like, at least.
shot in the dark.
Go for it.
Stabbed him. He's bled.
Mhm.
Has he grabbed him anywhere at all to leave kind of handprints, fingerprints in blood on this individual to kind of build up evidence against the individuals? Not to be like, we know who he is because he's got a fingerprint, just to kind of, old school detectoring work of like
CSI Tenebris.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, give me an examine roll.
Can I give him edge
Yeah, of course you can.
assistance?
Yeah, I'll say with your like forensic kit and stuff, you can sort of, you guys have done this for long enough to be able to kind of share kind of some of your knowledge. So
It's an 8. Seems to be a lot of blood.
yeah, there's a lot of blood. You begin trying to kind of probably using some of the older techniques of trying to dust for fingerprints, but it's getting lost within it. The more that you're doing and the more you're trying to capture some kind of evidence, the more it's getting tampered with, the more evidence that's getting destroyed. You think by the end of this you have nothing to really pin it on this guy actually, besides that camera work that you've got, but in terms of physical evidence, you've got nothing.
Right. We secure the individual. We call the others, and we find this individual. Okay, Rangath, and brace yourself. He's going to start like properly like banding you up and saying stuff, and like it's painful, but it's going to stem the bleeding and keep it going. And then
I'll give him a sedative.
I was going to say if we've got the. I think when someone's screaming out, and all of a sudden they just walk up and go.
Yeah, he starts to scream. You, Darius, very instinctively just grab a syringe as he goes.
Just double check the dosage, which I've just killed him.
Yeah. It's just. Yeah.
It's the right amount.
I'm like tapping you, going, no, not the God Valium.
Valium.
I'd say while you're doing this and while you set him, I won't make you roll again. He's stable. The others, I'll say, as you're rushing back, you get there as your friends are tending to a very wounded man.
See them on the camera, just.
Yeah.
I think before we manage to get into the ship itself, Cassiopeia will put his hand on Volda's shoulder.
Oh.
It is unacceptable that your parents treat you that way. I am sorry. That happened.
Yeah. Me too. Better off without them, eh? Better with. I'm so tired. Better with you, I think.
I don't have family either.
Yeah, you do.
He understands that, but also really doesn't. So he just kind of pats the shoulder.
Yeah. I really want there to be like a noise from you going, empathy mode engaged.
Baymax mode engaged.
Yeah, just fully just desensitizes the actual empathy in itself. It's like, oh, okay, it's a program, okay.
Do either of you have shadow currently?
I got 2.
I have 1.
I rolled a 3 on a d6. I technically rolled 2d6, so I rolled even more. You can both clear your shadow in that kind of moment of confession and coming together to share a good moment. And I'll let you clear it.
Top marks.
Amazing.
Top marks.
Thank you. I think we've got to get in the mines. I think that was probably obvious for a while, but I think we've got to get in the mines.
I believe so too, and I believe us getting into the mines will be difficult, but...
Yeah, I made it worse. I made it so much worse. I'm sorry.
I just do not wish to have mushrooms in... Again, it's difficult to get rid of them once they are... So, but I believe mines is the best way to go. We should probably head inside.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, you all come together.
Returned. Intact.
Oh well. physically, emotionally. So I continued my streak of finding out nothing, but I'm pretty sure we should go to the mines. It will be difficult, probably made worse because of reasons you don't need to know. But I think
we did discover something.
Yes.
Go on.
The mines will be blocked off from us,
Wonderful.
which means that the people who are doing it have reason to block us off.
And how did you come to this conclusion?
It is unimportant.
Could you please tell us how you've come to this conclusion,
Please
Cassiopeia?
clarify.
because
No.
of my mum.
Because of his mum.
Because
What?
of my mum. Yep.
What?
My mum. Yeah. In Diamantus. Yeah, my mum running the whole thing here. And went to see her. Actually, it went quite well because I didn't die. But on the other hand, it's gone badly because she said, don't let anyone into the mines. And that's where we need to go.
Right. Okay.
Unless you have a better idea, please have a better idea.
No, the mines are the logical next step. But it won't be the first time we've done so. To persuade ourselves on occasion, although we may need to use our weapons more than our tongues.
Let's not kill anyone if we can. Agreed?
That may not be a decision that's up to us.
I will follow orders.
I can't promise that.
Kill mode.
If we can. If somebody falls into a lava pit, it might not be our fault, but let's at least try.
Yes. Anyway, our friend over here is full of holes, stabbed within an inch of his life, and we managed to catch some footage on the cameras to see, and with a slight bit of recognition from our fellow, that it is a superior of his.
The chief.
Attempt to kill him, possibly the same one that poisoned our pustule fellow back in the drinking hole.
He also checked out the ship. For what ends, we are unaware.
So either we go into the mines by stealth or by force, or create some kind of diversion to slip in.
I have been told I'm good at diversions.
The workers are many. Did we count hundreds?
Something along those lines.
I don't think it's the workers we have to worry about. I think it's
No,
Your
the
house.
Cassiopeia's-
middle managers.
Cassiopeia's right. They are good at diversionary tactics, and if we can create an uproar with the mob, then this will create problems for the higher ups, and in we go.
You could try to get them to unionize.
You wash your mouth out.
I apologize.
Get off the ship.
What
I'm
is
so
this?
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
You
sorry.
know exactly that word has created so many problems for so many civilizations.
You know, the first rule of Moira is do not mention you.
This. I can't believe he said it. Wow.
I know. Fewer workers' rights are better. We all know that. We all
What is the
agree.
What is the
Every-
Karn theocracy if not a union?
All
That's why
right, something
they are
else.
hated. That's why they are hated. It seems that they are worried about the plants, the spores. So, do we have anything that could create a smog or a smoke screen? We say that it's the spores being released from the mine, and panic ensues. I'm spitballing. Sorry, I'm taking up time.
That's so clever.
Death really does make you think about death a lot.
What are we going to make it with?
What, you've never made a smoke bomb before?
No, of course not.
thought you were a bit of
I
a
think it's quite
tearaway.
normal to have not made a smoke bomb.
Yeah, you came across as a tearaway, but you seem to be a bit of a goody two shoes. To be honest, it's quite alarming. Okay. We need materials. We need acids, solvents, metals. As they degrade, they will create a chemical reaction, creating smoke, and we will hide ourselves, make ourselves look like miners, and create panic.
We could ask. I keep forgetting his name. Our informant here. There's another way into the mines.
Rangath.
That's the one.
Yes. Let's see if he's lucid enough. You did give him a heavy dose, right?
Wake up.
Okay.
Or I get the Narcan out.
On the write-up, we'll accredit that to more of violence that happened before rather than during.
Moira is a very heavy-handed organization. We're empowered to do whatever we need to do to get the answer.
Oh,
Any
dear.
deaths is just like something in the footnotes of the
That's-
report.
As the saying goes, Moira is as Moira does. Right.
Oh,
Rangath, come on. Come to. Listen like your life depended on it.
Because it does.
Okay.
Where are the entrances to the mines? Is there a secondary entrance, or is there some kind of way we can slip in undetected that you may know?
Lots of caves. Few main ones, few ones we don't go down. Don't know if they go where you want.
Most cave systems are connected. Fair assumption. And he kind of looks at everyone. Specifically looking at Valder, because it's like, you fucking live around here, bitch.
It's a fair assumption to make.
I mean, unless we can tunnel from one to another with a silver spoon, I don't think my upbringing will have much of an effect.
As your family,
Go on.
as your family taking you off the family account, you access the cloud, like the map and the plans of mine.
I don't even want to ask, but can I access a map of the mines?
People always forget to take people off.
Yeah. It's been using their Spotify for ages.
Yeah.
Why does this music keep popping up? I don't listen to it.
You can simply say no. You don't need to make me roll.
But I'm an improviser at heart,
Yeah.
so
And
unfortunately,
I thought the tonality was very Jedi as well. I thought you could say no.
I'm starting to realise we don't bring technology into games. I suppose it would be an examine roll technically. I'm going to give you a -1 because of how your family, how your mum is with you.
Well, I have a slightly different suggestion, actually,
Go for
if
it.
I may.
Please try, yeah.
Could I, knowing I'm not a part of it, try to harness the weave to try to, like, brute force my way in? Is that a thing that can happen?
Like channel your family's thoughts and energies to pick their brain for their codes.
Yeah, I quite like it. Go for it.
Mind reading.
Ooh. Don't know why I argued for that.
Magic sense.
Is
Yeah.
it no better than your actual?
Well, it's still a -1, but
That's crazy. When hackers start using mediums to get to access passwords for accounts.
yeah. It's a 13 -1. I'm happy to take 3 shadow to pump that to 15 to success.
Can I assist him?
I'm going to say no in this instance. You will take the 3 shadow.
As I mash password over and over again.
Can the downside just
your
be like
birthday.
the password is like Voldar sucks or something?
I hate
I have
myself.
no fun.
22.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's a full success. You will get them. I will let you describe how you access the weave to get all this information. Or to get the
Well, within
information.
the ship, so I imagine we have some sort of like station. It's not like a laptop. It's like a desktop screen situation. I go to the family business hub, the at diamantus.co.uk.
Looking for their Wi-Fi.
And I imagine I just brute force, if I can weave slightly to use it, brute force the way through, just endless, ticking over and over and over until the correct sort of login or whatever applies, and gets in.
You start brute forcing, and your thoughts go to your family, that interaction with your mother, the many that you've had over the years, your father never really sticking up for you one way or the other, mostly being quiet in the background as she is the matriarch of this family. All these thoughts go through your mind. That headache that you've got grows harsher and harsher as pressure fills your mind, and as you type in the last couple of things that almost come instinctively to you, you're in. The headache still there, but lessens slightly.
Here they are, and I will enhance the maps and immediately start looking for anywhere that is like a side way in, but is also like quite direct. We don't want to be messing about for hours.
Sure. I will say I'll make this kind of a cumulative roll for you finding the place to get into with ease, and getting there, because it feels like a very twist move altogether. High risk because you are trying to break into somewhere. I will let you, obviously you can help each other, sort of pointing out, so you can add to it, or one person can. It will cost, whoever helps, it will cost 2 shadow in this instance, because you're in a high risk situation. Obviously the chance of failure is that you don't get in, you get spotted and something else happens, which will likely not be very pleasant for you. But yeah, if you do a twist roll, and then we'll see.
I'll help. Do you want to roll for it? See who helps.
we can, yeah.
Roll easy, yeah, we'll go for it.
1d10.
Oh, I did 2. Oh, I did 2. I got 18.
I'll roll another one. I got 16.
I shall take 2. Oh, okay. Twist. I thought we were rolling to see who would assist.
That's what I thought we were doing.
Yeah, you are, yeah. So you're assisting, so whoever's going to roll, probably,
Yeah.
well, whoever wants to roll for the twist, to be fair.
Was it Todd's twist?
I'm happy to take it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, I'll give it to you. I'll take 2 shots.
Ride the weave. Ride the weave.
I've channeled the very fact that I am a Diamantus. Okay, it was bad. So it's 5, 8, 10 plus 1 from the help. 11, big 11.
Mixed success.
Huge 11. We're in double digits.
Galdia, you really need to stop shouting that. I don't think we realised you were related. We should have, because you shout that a lot.
Yeah.
I did wonder why you shout that a lot.
It's 15 is a good number, right?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
So 11 is still mixed, right?
Yeah, 11 is mixed, 15 is full success, yeah.
Okay, I can't make it 15.
Do I expend more shadow to help?
So it will cost you 2. Yeah, so another 2 shadow will give you another +1 if you want to spend it. I'll let it.
12, though, isn't it?
Well, if that's 12, I might as well spend 3 shadow to bump it to 15.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
I love how we're juicing ourselves up before we go on the actual, like, really bad mission.
This is just the rage, the family rage, just getting worse and worse.
Yeah, you rile each other up, detective, and just family black sheep in this instance. So yeah, you cool. You study the plans for a few moments, trying to find the best way in. You find a mouth of a cave that is a fairly short way to get directly into the mines, but is off what is the official mining operation sort of boundaries. So you could get in without technically being on their property until you cross that threshold, but by then you're in the mines. You start making your way quickly and stealthily, leaving Rengath here just to sort of sleep off his injury. Standard. Yeah.
We forget to take off the morphine bomb.
Yeah, basically, yeah, he's passed out
of his life.
from now on. But you're able to quickly and quietly, even with Cassiopeia, make your way quite stealthily through the edges of town, the outskirts, and to where that system is. As you get closer to where the mining operation bit is, though, you notice a few things before you get to the cave mouth, which you will momentarily. There is a lot of shouting. You're hearing some people, or the sounds of screaming, sounds of blasters, as you see quite a few people, some dressed very well in smart suits with weapons drawn, some dressed in a similar thing with but very shining plates-like armor, as a bunch of Karnites are currently attacking the mine, creating enough of a distraction for you, pulling the bosses away so that you can slip in completely unnoticed. You get inside. What are you doing? Where are you going?
Got the like still have the smoke bomb he created while everyone's looking at the mines in his hand and just go, later. Just pops it in his back pocket. Like this can come in handy.
When we were looking at the plans, was there anything on there of note? Like, did it show they were digging down to something? I'll just see if there's something on the plans to help direct us about where we need to go.
Sure, I'll give you an examine roll with an edge, so you can get +1 to this.
Thank you.
Nice. Yeah, almost like if they'd gone down, stopped.
Just a massive X of like here.
That really helps.
That's a 6.
Okay.
2 from examine, so 8, and then got an edge, so 9.
Can spend a shadow if you want to make it a 10. Mixed success.
Yes, I'm a 5 shadows. I went from having none to now.
Okay, yeah, mixed success. You noticed the schematics go very deep. I'll say it almost made like a 3D map in front of you as you're sort of examining, sort of layer upon layer down. So you can see the most accessible route down. I would say you probably see at the heart near the bottom of this sort of spiraling system down, there is what looks like some kind of large matter. You can't work out exactly what it is, but there is something deep down there that is just marked as classified. That's it, and that's all you get.
I imagine we head towards this classified area.
Okay.
Yeah.
How
Definitely.
are you going about getting there? I mean, it's probably going to be a twist regardless, whether it's quickly or quietly, but what is the plan to get down there without... Because there are still some people in the mines. At the moment, you haven't necessarily come across them yet, but what is the plan to get down there?
Should we clear people out? Should we do a bit of like, there's a bit of breach, everyone out, just to clear some of the miners out?
Oh, we should have bought some gas
like
masks to really sell it. Biohazard, evacuate.
Now that we're in, is there any equipment that's been left lying around? Any cloaks? Any pickaxes? Anything that would make us look more that we're supposed to be there? I know it's going to be tough for Cassiopeia. Just it's giant with a tiny little pickaxe, just like.
Cassiopeia might be the easiest one to sell, in all honesty. Make me an examine roll for trying to look for this.
Okay, is
Is there anything we can do to get rid of Shadow?
Yeah, you can have confessional scenes, or you can max your shadow, and then you have some kind of breakdown.
Just in the minds.
That is an 11.
Okay. You don't find a lot. You probably find enough for maybe one or two of you, like some rat-battered cloaks. There are a couple of strewn about, like pickaxes, so you can.
Yeah.
Sure.
Pick up some bits and
Okay.
at least disguise one or two of us to go ahead and kind of scope out if there's people still in there for whatever reason. Or
Sure. I'll add on then on your examine as a bit of a scoping out bit. As you head a little bit deeper, somewhat disguised at least, until you start potentially shouting there's been a breach to people, you see different workers. There's probably a few that you see leaving, but there are a number, quite a lot in fact, that almost appear in a state of being catatonic. They are moving, but with no expression, holding their pickaxes and in a very sort of practice movement over and over again, just chipping into rock. There doesn't seem to be much sense of purpose in how they're doing it. What you'd expect is them sort of looking for where the material's sort of changing and where they can then kind of really hone in on potential minerals. With this, they're just again and again smacking into the rock. I would say as well that pressure in your heads, those of you that are more humanoid, is intensifying quite a lot. Those headaches are getting harder and harder. It's almost bordering on migraines for you.
I knew it.
So if they're being very kind of single-minded,
Yeah.
obviously, and they're not reacting to us,
There
then
seem to be.
I'm presuming we all take that as a just push on if we're not being, yeah,
Sure.
cool, yeah, we'll push by them, just clocking these individuals,
Yeah.
seeing how many we may have to bypass on the way of running back out.
Oh, they've been
Cass
turned
is. Oh, sorry, no, Karen.
Oh no, I was just going to make a stupid joke. I was going to say, oh, they've been turned into robots. Oh, sorry.
No, that's perfect because Cass is like, he is struggling to go past each of these. There is a confliction of the orders he's been given and the leaving these people here. But he doesn't verbalize it. He just continues on.
Come on the way out. On the way out, we'll get them. Don't worry.
We can save them.
Duty of care is strong with this one.
Okay, continue on.
Okay.
Deeper in.
Yeah, you go deeper down. I'll make it a twist roll for the group, so you can have, I assume someone will support it, so you can have a +1 to it. Again, you're in an exposed situation. This is high pressure as you're trying to get there as quickly as possible, well, as quickly and as sneakily as possible. As these workers are just hammering away, the further you get in, the more of them there are, again, in this state of pure catatonic, single-minded focus. But yeah, whoever wants to make it. Anyone who hasn't rolled for a minute or two.
I'm putting a vote out there for Todd as long as he shouts with the Willa de Diamante one more time, just to see.
I can. I feel like I've had quite a lot of big rolls, but I don't mind.
Just because only if you shout the phrase.
I summon the very fact that I am a Diamantus. Oh, 8 plus 6, 14 plus 2, 16 plus 1, 17.
17 for success. Okay, fair enough. You're getting the good rolls where you need them.
Yes.
Very quickly, you just blend in. There are probably moments where you do kind of slow down a little bit, just because as you're rushing past all these people that are just standing in one spot hammering away, it does look a little bit odd. Not that they're paying much attention in that. You get deeper and deeper down. You notice, or probably the bigger thing you notice is there are none of the sort of mining operatives here, like the main sort of guys. You haven't seen the chief or anything like that. I mean, one, you might think they're outside fighting, but there is an element of, if this has this kind of effect on people, are they actively staying away? But as you traverse deeper down into this pit, you do start to notice these black tendril-like things sort of clawing around the walls. As you're getting further in, the smell is rancid and damp. You start to walk and it becomes a little bit more difficult than normal, as it feels like you're walking on this like sponginess as these tendrils are taking over this entire place. You manage to traverse it without making anything happen. But as you get down further into the center, what you see is almost like a beating heart of this plant matter, mushrooms growing off of it. Odd looking, not quite like you'd find normally or on different worlds. I mean, you know, different worlds will have different fauna and flora. But they are giving off soft spores here and there into the air. Your headaches are so strong right now. The fact you're in darkness is at least a nice part of it. But yeah, you've reached the centre.
Yeah. Galdia is going to start ripping sleeves off the stuff and basically handing out anything that can band Danos up.
Cool.
The smell, the chance of anything going on, just protecting ourselves. Kind of looks up to Cassiopeia and goes, "Are you fine?"
I do not wish to have mushrooms again, but I am fine.
Okay. Let us know.
GM, would this count as a dire adversary?
It would, yes.
I would like to use my special abilities, Troubled Memories. When you face a dire adversary, you recognize it. Roll plus Fathom. On a 15 plus, you choose and answer 2 questions. On a 10 to 14, I answer 1, you answer 1, and on a 9, you answer both.
Sure, okay, yeah, roll for it.
Oh yeah.
Absolute chef's kiss. Love it.
That's a 15.
Okay.
Yep, just double checking that. That is a 15. That's a 16. So the questions I have is, that I can answer is, what's its purpose or goal?
Yeah.
What's its most dangerous ability? What's its greatness, weakness? And who won last time and how?
Okay. And on a 15 plus, you say you get to answer those?
Yes.
So you get to tell me what you want?
Brilliant.
I think who won last time was it.
Yeah.
That's how I got trapped.
Okay.
And it beat me because mycelium spores spread throughout the system, and Moira had to help clear that. And then I feel like I have to answer the weakness.
Sure, yeah.
The smoke bombs. It's weak to smoke bombs.
We just spent 4 plucky individuals come into each chamber with it.
How petty do I want to be?
As petty as you want to be.
Bludgeoning damage.
Collapsing the mine.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Would be its biggest current weakness. And I'm not just saying that because Valdar's mum's a absolute dick of a person.
Okay. Sure.
Good thing we brought out TNT.
Okay.
If mining is being in England has taught me anything, is that mines are shockingly easy to get rid of. We're fine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Cassiopeia will stop once he realizes he goes, we need to destroy everything. Get rid of it.
Okay.
What?
Any ideas?
What do you
I
mean?
don't think my club's gonna do much.
We collapse the mine.
And you think this will resolve issues?
It helped last time.
The last time?
There's a hesitation.
Come on.
This thing
Cassiopeia,
cannot be allowed to exist.
It is alive?
It is controlling the people mining. Maybe.
That does. There must be a source then. All plant life has a source, no?
If it is mycelial based, then its source can be in the rocks themselves.
And you'll see Caldia kind of nodding internalized with the information, and see him go a little bit paler as he kind of walks over to the vines, and you see him start to kind of shadows build around him. And he just starts mumbling, must find the source, must find the source, must find the source, must find the source. And he grabs hold of the vine. And I'll use my unnatural aura to instill fear in a living thing. And then try to trace back to see if he can reach out and find where the thing is most afraid. To see if he can... Because obviously there's no point in us collapsing this entrance or that entrance. We need to know which space is the most optimal. So he's kind of gone into this trance-like state.
Does it ask you to roll anything or say you need to mark anything for that, or does it just happen?
I mark 2 shadow to use the aura.
Sure.
I gain an edge when I use its effect to improve my position. If you ask me to roll anything on top of that.
Okay. I feel like it does need to come to a roll. I think I'm going to say, and I will let you add this edge to it, as well as a couple of other bits and pieces. I'm going to say this is your final breakthrough roll. You've got enough clues, you found the source of what this is. You know its weakness, you know how to get rid of it. You're trying to find the exact source. This breakthrough roll will allow you to find the source and destroy it. On a crit, maybe even more than that. So, obviously it's risky. I will... So, you can have the sort of plus from your ability.
So gain an edge.
So you gain an edge.
Improves my position.
Yeah, to improve your position. It's not...
Also...
Sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say, also, can I combine my 2 special abilities?
What's your other special ability? Talk to me.
So my other special ability is knowledge from beyond the grave.
Yeah.
So once per mystery, so we're obviously trying to solve where this creature come from. I can roll 2d10, adding half of my marked shadow.
Okay.
So obviously if I'm added 2 from the unnatural aura, then I get another additional 1.
Okay.
But that would put me up to... And then it says... so mark shadow, drawn the knowledge from you drift, unalive, the tenebrum. On a success, you discover a lead or at your discretion, a clue. On a mixed success, I have to mark 2 additional shadow on top of that as well.
Fair enough. Okay, so with all the clues that you've got so far, you've tracked down the source of what you need to do. You know it's being used for nefarious purposes. You know the 2 parties that are interested in it. You will have a +4 anyway from the bits that you've learned through your adventure. You get your other +2, so it's a +6 to the roll. So if you roll 2d10.
is. It's a 10.
Okay.
You said it was a +6.
So full success.
So full success.
Let's
Come
go.
on. So,
Okay.
do I feel a quivering
The
entity?
mycelium.
Yeah. Yeah. As you reach out with these shadows and touch one of the tendrils, I say you see flashes, I think. At the beginning, it's flashes of what feels like the miners around you that have all, through working deep in these mines, been infected by this. You see their memories kind of fade away for moments as all they are focusing on is get me out. You know that they are digging into the rock with the pure purpose of opening the cavern wider to let this thing out and free. You instill it with this fear that runs deep throughout it. And you get a sense that right in the center of where this hulking mass is the heart of it. Should you collapse the rocks above through whatever means, and you've got a full success, or say you've got the means to blow up the rocks above, you know that you'll be able to shatter it. Probably enough to, one, collapse the mine anyway, and to stop other interested parties from finding it, but killing this thing outright.
Nice. Yeah, he'll come out of his trance and relay information to the party. I found the source. It is, and he's very drained and dawdling on and kind of coming in and out of a trance, and it is an entity that wishes to be free, but we cannot allow this. We will do as Cassiopeia says. Destroy it, crush it. Snaps back. I need to kill it. I need to kill it like lots.
You got a full success.
What are you waiting for?
Yeah. I'm going to hand it over to you guys. You can tell me exactly what happens as you destroy this thing, and afterwards as you potentially want to confront anyone you want from the town, because you got a full success on it. So, over to you. You can each have a hand in it.
Okay. Do we pool in what we have in our personage?
Whatever you want, yeah.
I would.
Well, sorry.
Yeah, no. Go on.
I was gonna say, we have the maps from the mine operators, so
Nice.
it makes sense they're not carrying everything in and out every single day. There must be something down here they're using to help with their excavation.
You'd
I'm sure
also
we
then
could rustle
know-
something up together.
We'd also know the no-go areas,
Yes.
the areas filled with gas, the places they can't dig.
And I imagine they've noted points where digging is not allowed because of weight distribution, and places that are no go, as you said. So I'm sure we could rig something up to cause a chain reaction. Imagine if we
Yes.
kill this entire planet. Huge chain reaction goes down to the core. Just
I'm
Thinks
guessing
the
after,
entire of the house above.
I'm guessing after your annoyance of your family, Kaldar, you're very happy we're doing this.
Are you talking to me, Valdar?
Kaldar, sorry.
It's been a long day.
I'm still touching and weaving and.
Of course. We'll hit him where it hurts. The wallet. Come on, let's get it all rigged up.
Okay.
Yeah. Do we look for somewhere that's, you were saying that I think Michael said that there's probably no-go areas where there's like poisonous gas. Maybe there's some of it that's like kind of flammable gas, like methane, or to create some kind of explosion to collapse that section and then just chain reaction it round until it just falls in on itself.
Have we all got guns?
Yeah.
Can we
depends.
do
What
like
is a slugger?
A slugger's a gun,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's- yeah.
okay. I do
Yeah.
have a gun.
Can we all stand in a row and point our guns and all shoot in unison to
Yes.
trigger it?
Cass doesn't,
Absolutely.
can he use his hand to create a spark on the rock?
100%.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
You rig
This is
up.
just Moira doing Moira.
I love it. You rig up some explosives that you have on your person. You know the areas where the gas is that isn't that far away. And as you all shoot at a safe distance so you don't all die.
I'm glad you put that in.
What? What's a safe?
That's my gift to you. You shoot out or slam your fist down to create a spark, and a chain reaction happens as explosives ignite, rock shatters down. You start to hear the gas explode around as well, as you hear an unnatural screeching from whatever this thing is in its final moments as it dies. As it does, you start to hear screaming echoing through the mine shafts as people are released from their bounds. You can hear almost like a stampede of people running out. You can do the very action hero cool thing of, as the explosions are going off behind you, or just casually walk out the mines.
Cool agents don't look at explosions. Cool agents don't look at explosions.
As you exit the mines, and again in movie thing, you just feel this like shift of the rock behind you as you exit, and all the other miners are safe. Of it
Yeah, we were definitely
collapsing
thinking
down.
about them.
Yeah, 100%. As they start to
Cassiopeia is
come.
losing.
Yeah.
It's just like, please, move
Come
along.
on, get out. No, they've got enough about them to get the fuck out. As the mine system shatters behind. In the final sort of moments as we wrap up, is there anything you want to do, or people you would confront in this moment? And you've successfully completed this, so you can tell me what happens to them if you do.
There's one last thing we need to do. Let's go arrest your mother.
I'd rather not be there.
Oh, I was going to give her the honours. He pulls out the cuffs.
You know, we arrest her. Perhaps she hits a few walls on the way to the ship.
Clumsy. People are so clumsy in our care.
It's like the worst police team ever.
I think there's a worse one out there, but let's leave it there.
I think this would be a worse life for her than trying to live with the repercussions of failed business venture, unionization.
We were sure to hand out unionization cards to the workers as we,
Yeah,
as
of
we were
course.
leaving.
Yeah.
And just
Wow.
the shame, I think, would be worse. But also, please arrest her if you want.
Yeah, and we'll do as you say. We'll hit them in the pocket and we'll freeze all their assets. And
Yes.
We should also arrest the leader of the Karn theocracy here. They also were keeping such a being
Agreed.
secret from us.
All of them, actually. Not just the leader. Let's get all of them freaks.
Yeah, just this little smile, this little smile across Chaldea's face of like, arrest the theocracy.
All of our high collar arrests. Oh, and that chief Blackroom
Yeah.
for attacking our informant.
Okay.
We don't forget stuff.
And the bartender for not having
Yes.
not having
We just
It's had
go
long
ham.
enough.
We go ham. We are arrested.
In the light,
Okay.
in light of the explosions, I've had a change of mind.
Yeah.
We should arrest him for his violations of civil ordinance.
Okay.
Prison Planet? Prison
Yeah,
Planet?
yeah.
Prison Planet?
We
I had
arrested
the jail.
all
We had like
goddamn
4
planet.
hours since his warning.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. You're all under arrest. The whole planet. Everybody.
Yeah. Okay. How do I wrap this up?
We have a big break on our ship.
Yeah. You very quickly realise you've not got enough room on the shuttle that you came down in to arrest the whole planet, or the whole of Abyssus. You
Suspended sentence.
Yeah.
Suspended sentence.
You must present yourself at your closest police station, Moira station, within a certain amount of time. With your ID.
Yes, you quickly realise that you can probably arrest the main culprits on your ship, but you are able to contact back to Moira to tell them about the various people here that they need to look into, particularly the Karn theocracy. But you're able to get the leader, Valdor's mother, and the chief, at least, as the main people. If you want to get the bartender too, you can. I'll allow that, I guess, for not having his permits that he didn't know he needed.
Just get Cassiopeia to walk in and go, just a slap on the wrists. No!
Yeah. As a
I don't know,
bartender, looks with a broken hand.
Hands gone.
People were murdered, assassinated, people were overtaken by an alien organism. But the one man disobeying his civil ordinance to serve alcohol to minors, I think we know who the real villain here is.
Not those
Was he
minors.
paying taxes?
Different minus, yeah. Hey, man.
Moira, we investigate space crime and tax fraud.
By the
How
book,
we get the majority of them.
everyone. Yeah, support Ex Tenebris. There is not a whole section on tax fraud yet. But you arrest the people you need to arrest. Another mystery solved by these expert agents of Moira. And that's where we'll end our adventure tonight. Successful.
Absolute champions.
Yeah,
Champions.
successful.
Yes.
Well done. All right, and that brings us to the end of tonight's Bard Shots Ex Tenebris. Thank you all for joining me on this little adventure. I'll open it up for if any of you have got anything you want to plug. So I'll just open it up to you guys if anyone wants to jump in with stuff that they want the audience check you out on.
Just on socials, anti-rolling VO on Insta and TikTok. Lots going on. So love everything that Luke does. I believe we've got another one coming up soon together as well. So I look forward to seeing everyone again on the next one.
Perfect.
Fantastic. I'm Todd from Earthformer Games. Yes, got a bunch of projects in the pipeline. Best place to keep up is on Instagram. The Dungeon Master for 20-Sided Tales and for Tales from Earthformer, which is making a comeback very soon. If you want to see more role-playing and shenanigans from me as well. And yes, again, thank you very much, Luke.
No, you're welcome. Thank you.
I don't have anything to plug.
That's all right.
But,
you don't have to. Yeah.
Had a brilliant time. Be sure to check out everything else Luke's doing on his channel. It's wonderful. Hopefully you'll see me in future games if you'll have me back.
Absolutely, yeah. You guys don't need to plug me, but I appreciate it. Michael, last but not least.
I'm Michael. You can find me kind of everywhere as Innocent Goblin. I make weird games under that banner. I made a game called War Haunts Us, which I'm going to plug Luke as well. We did a fantastic little one-shot of, and
Brilliant.
You may see another one of my games popping up in sometime in the distant future on here as well.
Absolutely.
Nice.
So please go and check out these wonderful people at the various things they said, or me if they've been plugging me too. But thank you for watching. To those that watched along with us, your support means the world to us, and it's what keeps these stories going. If you enjoyed the show tonight, be sure to follow, subscribe, all of that good stuff. You can check us out on Twitch, YouTube, and Spotify, and keep up with everything we're doing on social media, all at NomadicBard93. Instagram is the best place to find out exactly what we're doing, but I am trying to get better at using other platforms too. But you can stay tuned for our games in April. There'll be announcements coming very soon, so I won't spoil it right now, because at the time of recording this, we haven't announced it yet, so I want to keep it close to my chest.
I said nothing.
Yeah, 100%. But like I said, you'll see the full lineup over on our Instagram with dates and casting announcements too. But until then, I've been Luke, your Nomadic Bard. This has been Bard Shots, and good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.